Capricorns, welcome to your next edition of Capricorner. I just came out of your psychic session, your psychic time, and like lunging forward, I actually hit my shins against this little under part of the desk, which is very Capricorn. However, it was just because I just came out of the session. So in this session, what I got for you guys is that there's this, I got really excited. That's why I came out just like, whoa. Sorry, the shin thing is someone's confirmation. That's why I had to point it out. Anyway, so in our psychic time together, Capricorns, I picked up this ominous, dark cloud, black mirror, obsidian, some sort of mass, sort of like right in front of you. And did I do that already? And it's a mystery. Like what this is, what it does, what it's supposed to do, what it represents to you, everything. It's sort of a mystery. You know, so I feel like what this is some sort of situation or person or something around you. It's some sort of mysterious energy around you that it's you're trying to figure it out. You're trying to crack the code, so to speak, but you can't. Like, you just don't have all the information. And we're in a Mercury retrograde at the time that this reading is being recorded and being published. We're in Mercury retrograde. Mercury is retrograding through Pisces. It goes direct March 9th, depending on where you are in the world. So you'll do best to refrain from making major decisions until you do have more information, Capricorns, until the other information does come to light. Why would I put all the cards like this? Sorry. I don't know why I put them all like this. Seriously, they're like all the cards like right here. Bizarre day today. Very bizarre. Okay. Oh, thank you. They're reminding me to keep going. So that wasn't it. That wasn't the end of it. There's this mysterious situation, person in your life, something that you're trying to figure out. And here's the thing. You don't know, you can't really predict what's going to happen with it. You don't really know what it is or everything that it entails because you're waiting on this new information. So what you end up doing, Capricorn, is you end up preparing yourself for anything. And in that, you become extremely secure because you don't know what to expect. So you prepare for anything and everything. And so you're okay no matter what. Oh, okay. They want me to pull just a couple of cards for people. So here's one person. Ooh, here's one very strong person. This could be you, Capricorn, the Emperor with the Temperance energy. So this is major arcana energy, both of these energies. So this is this is someone who has so much internal tension, so much energy to channel that they kind of couldn't help but affect people on a bigger scale. I'm getting someone with this energy who is either owns their own business or runs a large division of a corporation or in some way, shape, or form affects like a lot of people or aspires to or will someday. And here we have someone else. We have the Empress, the natural counterpart. And with her, we have the Eight of Cups and the Ten of Swords. So, wow. Oh, okay. This is a separation. Definitely. It's the Empress that's walked away. It's the feminine that has departed the situation. You were this other person. Interesting. So with the Temperance, I do get a little bit of sobriety. So for some of you, that's an issue, was an issue, has something to do with this here. Let's see what else is going on between these two energies. Both just like power player energies. Like power couple. The Empress could be someone of inherited wealth or inherited land ownership, even something like a skill. This person could have inherited a skill that is unsurpassed, you know, a talent that not everybody has, something that I'm getting for this energy is that they have received something of benefit to them, that they've received from, okay. And between both of these energies, we have the Seven of Cups. So what did I say? Capricorn, we have this lack of clear communication, lack of clarity. Very Mercury retrograde. There's the mystery. Exactly what I called just tuning in. It was just like, that's the mystery. That's what you can't see the way forward. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. It's turning into a huge knot. When I knocked my shin, I can feel it. I'll check the other one. Sorry. No, just this one. Ooh, sorry. I'm so distracted now. Okay. Just kidding. I'm back. So this is that, not the fog. It's more of the mystery. You know, I feel that you're here because you don't know how this is going to resolve itself. You don't know how this is really going to shake out. Empress really does want to walk away. She's walking away from something. So does it necessarily have to be the relationship? In some cases, yes. But honestly, you guys, this is such a strong couple. Like the Emperor and the Empress are so... It's almost like, well, where are you going to go after this? Are you really going to go be with a king? Are you really going to go be with a knight? Are you really going to go be with a queen or a page or a princess? I mean, it's like, it's just not, few and far between. This connection that you two have, it's very, very few and far between. So this could be a moment of healing in that separation while you both kind of go the long way around in your hearts and your minds to grow and evolve and have the experiences that you need to have in order to continue that soulful evolution that you're here to do. And then you come back around to the connection. You come back around to this very familiar, positive connection, because this is a counterpart. It is equal. So that would be ideal here. And that's kind of more of the vibe that I'm getting. I am getting that the Empress is fed up with something for sure. She's totally done. That Ten of Sword energy, it's a very complete energy where it's like, I bet the Emperor even feels it. I feel like they can both feel it. Like this era, this phase of our relating or our connection or this behavior, this way of thinking, whatever it is, it's so over, it's so done that it just naturally feels out of place without even having to speak. I don't know if you heard that. It was like a motorcycle, so cheers to that emphasis. So this feminine energy is done. And you know, with the Emperor, with this Temperance energy, this person is coming into balance. This person could have been a hothead, or in any other way, shape, or form you can put in the unbalanced aspect. And when I say unbalanced, I don't mean to make we never pass judgment here on Watch Natalie. Remember, there's never any judgment ever. So I don't mean unbalanced like he's crazy or something. I just mean that there's a lack and there's an overcompensation on the complete opposite end of the spectrum. So this could be alcohol, an imbalance in alcohol, drugs, temperament, you know, someone that just goes to the anger or the adrenaline junkie, or excuse me, you know, any one of those things. So that Emperor is coming into balance, chemistry with that Temperance energy. And Empress, I feel, sorry guys, I didn't realize I wasn't looking at you guys when I was talking. I believe I was talking about how the Empress is following her heart. I mean, she's just following her inner, you know, guidance system. So if she's being guided towards one thing, she'll go there. If she's being guided towards, you know, this impulse, that impulse, she's going to go with that. She's going to honor those heart feelings. That's what that Eight of Cups is. She'll leave it all behind. She'll leave the money behind. She'll leave the status behind, the superficial things of an Empress. She'll leave it all behind to find some sort of spiritual exaltation, to find some sort of spiritual satisfaction. So that's another reason why everyone knows between her and the Emperor that this is over, whatever this is, whether it's verbal abuse or just being negative or some sort of dependency issue, whatever it is between these two, how they treat each other, relate to each other, handle things, whatever it is, it's over. It's totally over. But right now, there's still a little bit of this mystery where neither of them really knows where it's going. So let's go ahead and get another card. Energy. We have the Knight of Cups. The Six of Pentacles. So definitely generosity between these two. They love each other, generous with each other. Death card. Ace of Pentacles. And we have the Ten of Cups, the very bottom of this deck. Followed up with the Page of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune under that, Nine of Cups under that. Wow. Take these three. Ten of Cups. Wow. Yeah, both of these individuals are hurting or had been hurting in the past. This Three of Swords, absolutely. And with the Page of Pentacles, it's sort of this fresher, younger approach to a resolution. It's almost, I want to say lighthearted, I really do, because it's this, it's light, it's not heavy. I don't know how else to explain it. It's just an approach that is not heavy with like expectation or, you know, it's just this, I'm just very curious. I want to learn more. I want to experience more. I want to explore more. I want to broaden my own horizons emotionally. You know, it's like a very earnest effort. Okay. So Capricorn, I'm just looking here at these four cards below. So we definitely have our people. We have our Emperor. We have our Empress, our counterparts. This could even be a long-standing business partnership, Capricorn. We have, between these two, how they're relating to each other, we have the Seven of Cups. So no one's really seeing anything clearly. And now down here below, we have the Knight of Cups, Romeo. We have the Six of Pentacles, generosity, more scales. We have then the Death energy, transformation. Then we have the Ace of Pentacles, which is a commitment. It's a solid start. It's a solid, stable beginning that will have long-term, stable potential. So I feel absolutely this Death energy is necessary because, like I said, the Empress is already done and fed up with something. So is the Emperor. The Emperor is too. The Emperor is going through, and I want to say that this is more for the Emperor, just like a time in their life. Like they're literally just moving into a next phase in their life. And it happens to sync up with whatever this Empress is totally fed up with or, you know, tired about or, oh, hold on, what is this? Oh, it's weird. Like a random pain in my neck. Is someone telling you that? That you're a pain in their neck? What is this? Hold on. so sorry if that was disturbing to you, but I just had to. Okay. So, and it does feel better now, so I appreciate that. Thanks, guys. So, okay, so we have these really powerful people who are, and I want to say these are kind of juggernaut personalities. I mean, the Empress is the embodiment of her, like, these are very well-defined people. They have well-defined images that they've created over a long period of time, over an intense period of time. So, whatever it is, okay? So let's say the Empress just has a 1-year-old business, but in that 1 year, she posts to Instagram. Maybe she's like a makeup artist. She has like an Instagram makeup business. Well, she's posted her makeup stuff on Instagram like billions of times. So it's an intense, a lot of exposure in 1 year versus maybe a different Empress where this Empress is a man that's taken 30 years to build up his business in like spa locations. Like maybe he has one spa and then he branched and he started a chain and then it becomes franchised and then so it's just different examples, but they're examples of people who have very well-defined images in terms of, I see the red lips, Marilyn Monroe. I see, those like I am getting iconic for this Empress as well. So whatever this Empress is or about does, it's like she knows, they're showing me, she knows where the vein is. She knows where to tap the vein of, this person could be like in fashion where they're very fashionable people, or some advertising where they know or they can feel the public, where they can feel where what's going to be, in vogue, or what's going to be, it's like a taste. Like she can anticipate taste in some way, shape, or form. So that resonates for someone out there, okay? So we have her, we have the Emperor, like they're syncing. I feel like they've sort of been out of sync energetically. And every one of us interacting with another human being goes through these relational cycles where it's one or the other. You want to be very close with them, or you want your independence and you want to sort of be alone. When you are feeling, I want to be close with you, ideally, they're also feeling, oh, I want to be close with you too. And then you guys can be close. And then when you're ready to be independent and to go do your own thing, they're ideally also ready to go off and be independent and do their own thing. And it syncs up, and then you guys always kind of come around into the same. That's extremely ideal. It never ever happens. It's usually, I'm tired, but they're wide awake, and they want to do this, but I want to do that. That's where we get sort of out of sync, and how we reconcile these different cycles internally. Well, how far is that bridge between the two human people in that relationship? Okay. For the Emperor, he's getting better at this because he's moving into a different time in his life. Like it's a season of life that he's moving into. Empress is moving into a time in her life where she doesn't put up with bullshit. With this, whatever one thing that it was, where it was okay to deal with up until now. Like it was fine until, it's like, whatever it is though, she's really done. So it syncs up, whatever this is for these two individuals. They're synced up to it, okay? Jeez, that was weird and interesting. And now, coming back down to here, the Knight of Cups. Give me a second here. Okay, that's what I was getting at. It's because I have our little skeleton in armor. I love that armored skeleton as in our death icon. This relational exchange between these two people would have to change in order for this to be, viable. That's why we have this this death energy here, because it's changing from the root. It's really taking it out at the root and fixing it all. That's why this Ten of Swords, I'm getting like this purge, this like mask, like a face mask where you peel it off and you see like everything that was in your face out on the thing. That's what I'm getting with the 10. It even kind of looks like that, like all these little swords. Like if you just put like some layer here and you peeled it back, you can probably peel back each and see each sword coming out. I just want to exfoliate it out. That's what she wants. That's what it is. Sorry. This Empress, whoever this is, Capricorn, this person just wants to like exfoliate out all the gross stuff in her life. And the Emperor is ready to do it because he's just like old and done with it. He's done with it. He's ready to let it go. But just because he's in that season of his life where he's ready to let it go, that's it. So it's not because of the Empress. It's not for the Empress. It's just because. Anyway, it doesn't matter. What matters is that everyone's moving into a healthier, happier place. Okay. So, coming back down to what I keep trying to talk about with this death energy. So yeah, there would definitely need to be a transformation in order for these two to continue with any sort of satisfaction. It looks like this happens. And it happens because both of you are in this energy. I can see clearly now. The Knight of Cups is romantic. The Knight of Cups is Romeo. Sorry, I'm trying to get out of the light here. Is Romeo. The Six of Pentacles is generosity. It's nobility of the spirit, nobility of the soul. So this person, yes, they're weighing out the scales to see, you know, who really deserves it, who really worked really hard, and who just needs like a little bit of encouragement or a little bit of a leg up, and then who doesn't really need that because they haven't been working as hard, or because they haven't, or because they just don't deserve it. You know, it's figuring out who's who and what's what, and you know, how the scales do come into balance appropriately. So it's like you weigh the scales out, and both of you, you know, it's like the Empress looks over and says, well, I do have me an Emperor. And the Emperor looks over and says, well, I do have me an Empress. You know, it's pretty great. You know, it's not like, oh, I just realized that I'm with a king or a queen and I'm an Emperor and an Empress. You know, so that seems to be also what you both do. You both sort of assess your situation. You assess what you sort of have together. And you say, this is really, really great, actually. The way I see it, if you're coming into balance and I'm done with this, and, you know, but you can't really see it clearly yet. This is just, even me talking about it, I feel like it's just, I'm trying to clarify it, and I feel like for someone it feels convoluted still. I'm so sorry. Sorry if it still sounds convoluted. But things go well because of this generosity between you two. And it really is through open generosity and nobility of the spirit. I mean, really being generous with your soul and being open-hearted. Oh, they're showing me the heart and the feather, weighing it out. That's Greek mythology, isn't it? Where you weigh out if your heart is heavier or lighter than a feather. That's what I'm getting with this. It's like, and then with the Knight of Cups, we know that you want to be light. You want to be buoyant, a buoyant spirit. That kind of gets the momentum going for the change, for all of the, it's like you guys were in those cycles before of relating, of whatever was unhealthy, whatever the toxic cycles were, and you guys are moving into a better relational cycle, and that's what helps get that wheel to start turning for you guys, is this generosity. So I'm interested to see what this Ace of Pentacles will be, Capricorn, because this looks like it's not just a promise, like a good faith promise or a goodwill promise. This is a tangible, look what I did. Like here's a thing that I did today. Here's a receipt of something I bought. it's like, you know, they just come home with proof that they took some sort of action, or they did something, they filed something, they, you know, they really did something. I feel like this is like a receipt too. And I get that there is something where it's like, well, look, I'm serious. Well, look, I'm serious. Well, I'm serious. Well, look at me, I'm serious. It's like, it has that kind of feel to it, and I don't know what it is that they're going to bring to you. So I feel like, and it could be either or both, as far as the Emperor bringing something to the Empress, or the Empress bringing something to the Emperor. Because I'm not saying just because the Empress is done, she's moving on, walking away from this. Like I said, it's not that she's walking away from the connection. She's walking away from this one thing. And just because she's following her heart doesn't mean that she stops talking to the Emperor. For some of you, it's a little bit like that, where there's probably better for it, the distance between you two, because things would get a little bit muddled up anyway, trying to communicate. However, regardless of whether you are talking to this person or not, Capricorn, it definitely appears that either one of you will be doing something tangible as this token of good faith and promise and inspiration and invigoration. It's going to be someone, and we'll get more into it when we get layers deep into this, because like I said, it could be the Emperor feeling, you know, more and more fantastic every day. It's like he becomes more and more rejuvenated, who does something as a, you know, I bought you a building, I bought you a school, or, you know, or like I said, does something, draws up, builds, puts a trust in her name, something, I don't know, but does something. Or it could be this Empress that says, wow, you know, Emperor is really moving into a new season of their life, and this is interesting, and it's a big deal for them, so I'm going to do something to really get, you know, kick this off right and throw a party for them, or I don't know, but you know what I'm saying, you know, I'm going to really, I don't know, it's going to be different for all of you. But it's something tangible, it's something like, okay, but that's what we're going to take a look at in the extended. We're going to take a look at what that tangible thing is. We're going to take a look behind the door of transformation to see what's going to be going on as far as how you guys feel. That's one of the things I'm really tapped into right now, is how you're both feeling. Like for the Emperor, he just feels like he's ready. He's like, I'm letting it go because I'm just done with it, not because of anything else. I feel like I'm done with it. Okay, and then we're also going to get a little bit more information of what you can expect going back and forth between you two as far as this generosity is concerned. So there could still be definitely communication that needs to happen in the future. Right now, you guys are either not talking as much, or in separation, not talking at all, or when you talk, it gets convoluted and confused or confusing, or you're still just, or if it's even copacetic, you're just insecure about everything that goes back and forth between you two. You're not quite secure about the intention and motivation and the tonality between everything. So we're going to get behind that, and then we're going to see what can, and then we're going to see, you know, what we can expect moving forward from this, you know, for both of you, for the Emperor and the Empress, this interesting counterpart pair. Okay, Cappies, so if this really resonates for you, I will see you on the flip side, my loves. And for those of you who will not be joining us, I will see you in next week's Capricorn video. I'm sorry, it's a little weird with the light. Sorry, guys. And have a very good day. I'll see you guys later. Bye. So it looks like they're opening up to you about that, or you are opening up to someone else. What is this going to do to the image? Because they don't want to reject an Empress. They don't want to let this opportunity pass them by. This is the thing. This is the action. This is the... and the Knight of Swords is more